Hey guys, Justin G here. I told you guys I was going to post my finds from 2013, my relics. I did my coins already. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. It's pretty good, memorable coins on that one. I'm going to show you guys all of my relics now from 2013. I know it's a little backwards since I posted some hunts from 2014, but I wanted to show you guys. I haven't had the time to lay them out and do all the stuff. So let's show you my relics. Alright, these are my Boy Scout neckerchief or whatever they handkerchief, whole neckties. I was never in the Scout, but I found 4 of those. I found all of them at the fairgrounds. The last video that I posted, I found them all there. They used to have a Boy Scout camp there, and I don't know if it was a Girl Scouts camp too, but I know they had a Boy Scout camp there for quite a while. They had a building and stuff, but it's not there anymore. But I found those there. These are my buttons. I think the oldest one I found is this copper button. There's no date or anything on it. I don't know if it was handmade. That sucker's big though, you know. I thought it was a large cent when I dug it up until I saw how thin it was. And I knew it wasn't a large cent. But it's a 2-hole button. That was a good find. That was a private home. I found that one. And then some of these are modern, I think. They ring up real nice. This is like off of a cowboy hat or a saddle or something. I found this at another fairgrounds. It's a star, but that was pretty neat. This button here, I think it might be a little older. Not real old, but it's neat how they kind of stamped it out there like that. It's rounded and stamped out, 2-hole. I'm not sure, maybe it's real old, but I don't know. I don't know that much about buttons. You guys know a lot more. A couple cuff links. These are cuff links. Broken off. I think they're cuff links. That was my best guess on them. So that. And then I got some car parts. These were found right next to each other. This is one of those valve stem covers. I think it's off of like a Model T or something. I looked it up the one time. They were like 15 bucks. You can get them still. The threads are still good in there and everything. It's pretty neat. Cleaned up real nice. It's made of copper. And then this is real heavy. I want to say this is maybe like an engine part off an old motor, maybe off an old flathead or something. But it's like a pulley on the shaft, and it's real heavy. I mean, it had to actually, I think it operated something. It wasn't like a buckles. This hoop, I don't even know how old this is. I found it. It's still got like some plating on it. It's probably not that old. Probably like a little towel ring or something. But some buckles. I think this is a shoe buckle. Found this at a school. It was down about 5 inches. I remember. And I found this belt buckle there too, same place. Old buckles. This is like a lead hammer. I'm pretty sure it's made of lead. So, but I found this is like a, I don't know, tie-down strap of some kind. Found that at the fairgrounds. And then this spring clip, probably off a horse lead or something. Pretty cool. A couple pocket knives. This one, I don't know how old it is, but pretty roached. But it'll open up if I play with it. I can get it to open up. The blades are in decent shape. This one's called I think it says Old Timer on it. Old Timer. This will open too, believe it or not, even though those blades look pretty nasty. I did electrolysis on this knife just so I could see what it was. It was really crusty when I found it, but just so I could get it open and see what it was all about. A couple pieces of slag. I'm pretty sure this is aluminum. It's pretty light, or tin. Oh, it's really light, but this was pretty neat. And then this chunk, I think it's brass, but I mean, it rings up real high on my machine, so I know obviously it's not gold, but I think it's a hunk of brass. Got a lead soldier. It says British. It says on the bottom. Plus, I looked it up. You can get these pretty, you know, they're pretty available on online. You can buy them. But it was a neat find. It was the only lead soldier I found. My bullets. I think this is a 50 cal muzzle load bullet. It's not old. I found that in a school in the back of actually my son's school, which is pretty scary. I don't know why there was a 50 caliber muzzle round laying there, unless somebody was hunting deer and poaching in there. I think this is a 40 cal by the flat nose on it. And then this is a 38. A couple 22 shell casings. I found these at the fairgrounds. Got my charms and keychains. Got quite a bit of those. This is the Jenny from Forrest Gump. This is a Forrest Gump keychain. I didn't even know they made Forrest Gump keychains, but it says up here, on here, Bubba Gump Shrimp Company. So that was pretty funny. That was a neat find. A little charm. Somebody's lucky charm they dropped. Somebody's 4-leaf clover. It says Lucky Charm on it. It's diabetic. Diabetic charm. This is a Illinois or Indiana. This says Indiana dog tax. Now I don't know if you had to pay a tax when you had a dog in Indiana back in the day. There's a date there, but you really can't read it. I guess maybe it's 64. It says 19 here, but you can't see it's all roach there. But they must have made you pay a tax to have a dog. I don't know. Some ID bracelets. These guys. These are from the fairgrounds too. That one says Greg on it, and that one says something else. It's only half of it. I was told that, like, I think it was 50s or 60s, it was popular. Guys wore these ID bracelets and they'd give them to girls, you know, show that they were going out or whatever, dating. So there's a few. Maybe Greg pissed somebody off and they threw the bracelet down on the ground. I don't know. There's a Cadillac emblem. This was like a pin or something. It's really light. It's not silver or anything. Ford, little hands clapping with a 16 on it. Don't know what that is. That looks like something one of my teachers in school would have wore on their sweater. It's just an owl. The pins broke off the back. Religious medal. It's the only religious medal I ever found. And then there's this thing. I don't know. One of you guys know what this is. There's a bunch of numbers on it. It's made of, I think it's aluminum or tin. But there's a bunch of numbers on it in random places, 1 to 10, but they're randomly marked, moved. I don't know if this goes to like an old fair game or carnival game or something, but I found this. I thought it was really cool, and that was a question I was going to put out to you guys. If any of you guys know what that is, let me know. Comment on the bottom and let me know what the heck that thing is, because I've been wondering. And these are some of the neat cast iron stuff, and then this is brass, but this thing, it's like a door knocker or a drawer pull or something. This is a keyhole protector. You can look this up online. There's a date and like a model number on the back. There's a name, 27. But yeah, I looked that up. You can still get those. They're $6 or $7 a piece. They make replicas. You can get them. Found this letter at the fairgrounds. I don't know what it's off of. Maybe a piece of machinery. But it's like pearl and then the letter B. Alright, my keys. All the keys I found, all different kinds of keys. Master keys from like the 70s. Those are neat. This is modern. That's kind of modern. That's modern. These are all modern. A Dodge key. And then a lock. This lock actually works. I found it with the key in it. So, must have fallen out of somebody's pocket. Maybe this was in an athletic field, so maybe that was their lock for locking their bag up or something. But it actually still works. Pretty neat. And then these are all my rings. These are all my junk rings that I found. I found this case too. This is copper. It's got a neat ornate design on it. It had glass in it, but the glass was broken. It had like a mirror, because you could see the flakes inside of it. But I took it out. The glass was behind this ring that's in here. This ring removes. But the thing still shuts. It's pretty neat. That was in a private home, in a backyard. These are all the junk rings. Like a copper ring. Or steel, I don't know. It's huge though. This is one of those rings you get at the fair, or you get, I forget what they call it. But you see this jewelry, it was popular back in the 90s, and it's like shiny metal jewelry. There's an iron cross ring, which is weird because it's like a kid size ring. you know, it's real small. Some kids walking around with an iron cross, I don't know. This china, this came out of the ground just like that, but it says china on it. I think it's just tin or aluminum or something junk. But it's shiny like silver. Kid's ring, found at the beach. No stone in it. That ring there. That one says like made in India. Little brass ring. This thing, this big ring, I thought this was silver at first, and then I got to looking at it, and obviously it's not. It's all corroded. And it's like scratched up. I don't know, maybe stainless steel. It's pretty heavy. Old junk earring. It says letter. An E with some fake bling in it. Yeah, so that's that. Now the good stuff I found. These watches. I like watches. I love finding these old watches, even though they're crusty. I love the numbers on this one, the way it's designed, and the way the shape of the numbers are, even though it's hard to see. It's obviously not any kind of precious metal. It corroded real bad. But that was fun to find. I found that in a private home. I found this, that one, and this one, which is like a Cinderella watch. Cinderella watch. Right in the same yard. Right next to it. Not next to each other, they're about 4 feet apart. But same front yard. Pretty neat. Found this one at the fairgrounds. This is a little girl's watch. I don't think it's very old. Didn't corrode real bad. It had a band on it, but it was real bad. I took it off. And then this men's watch, big watch. I found this at a private home, and it didn't look like it was down there that long, and the guy said he never wore a watch. So he had no idea where it came from. And he didn't mind if I took it, so. Glows in the dark. Timex Expedition. I don't know, I think if I put a battery in that, it would work. And those are the watches. Here's my jewelry. This is just a little girl's bracelet with a dolphin on it. It's shiny, but I don't think it's worth anything. This pin. It's like a fly with red wings. It doesn't have any hallmark on it or anything. Doesn't say what it's made of. I think it's just a cheap, just lapel pin. Found that by the clubhouse, by the picnic tables. This was the first silver ring I found. Found this at my son's school. It's got a little like pink diamond in it. It's not a diamond, but pink stone. And this does say 925 on it somewhere on the band. It says it somewhere, but it's actually broke right there. But that was real neat. It came up as a dime on the machine. Dug it, and silver ring. So. And then I got this bracelet. This is an old silver bracelet. I think it was handmade. It doesn't have any markings on it, but this came from like 8 inches down at the fairgrounds. It was spread way open. And just the tip of this was up about 7 inches. And with that old coil, that's about only as far as I could see with that coil. It wouldn't really go much deeper than that with that stock 11 inch. And the rest of this was way down deep, opened up. So I dug that up. I was real happy. I think this is a black opal in there, but it's in really good shape. Who knows when that was dropped? Who knows what year it was even made? And then here's another silver ring. This is costume jewelry. It's Charles Winston costume jewelry. It's 925 band, but the stones, obviously, you see how big that stone is. If that was something precious, this would be a big dollar ring. But a lot of fake diamonds in there. I looked it up. You can get them for about 75 bucks. So, somebody dropped that. They were probably upset about it, but that's that. So those are my my relics and jewelry finds from 2013. Sorry it took so long for me to get it on there. I'm going to upload this one, and then hopefully I can get out. It snowed again today out here in Indiana. So it's supposed to warm up next week, though. By next weekend it should be warm, so I'll probably be doing some hunts. I'll get a video out there, at least one. So thanks a lot for watching, guys. Let me know what you think. And if you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe. And if I haven't subscribed to you, just shoot me back. I'll sub you. Just let me know I need to. Thanks a lot, guys.